Back in 2019, I was making about $84,000 as a software developer, but I hated it. I hated the long hours. Quite frankly, I didn't like software development and programming as much as I thought I would, and I didn't really enjoy the different things that I was working on. And so what I did is I started looking for other opportunities. And in this video, I'm going to reveal the 4 things that I learned that allowed me to quit my $84,000 per year job. Hi, my name is Alston Godbolt with alstongodbolt.com. I create content to actually help you make money online and not just to put money into my own pockets. And if you want to be added to the globe, comment down below with your city, state, zip code, province, or country, and I'll get you pinned. Number 1, you don't need to be an expert. You just need to help people that are behind you. And I actually learned this lesson through my blog and my YouTube channel on security cameras. See, I first got into security cameras and Ring video doorbells when I first moved into my subdivision and saw that kids were breaking into houses that were in various stages of being finished and developed. And so what I did is I wanted to make sure that these kids weren't breaking into my house and going into my backyard when I wasn't around. And so I went and started doing a little bit of research on security cameras. Back in my day, back in the time, there wasn't a lot of information and content on video doorbells. And so basically what I did is I just reported back what I learned in my journey. I also learned the second lesson with my second blog that was in small home appliances. Back when I was 9 or 10, I actually put aluminum foil in a microwave. At the time, I didn't know that you couldn't do that. You see, my favorite thing to eat when I was younger were Pop-Tarts. And at the time, the Pop-Tarts came in a little aluminum packaging. And what I did is I simply opened up that packaging and I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds because nothing tastes better than a freshly microwaved Pop-Tart. After about 10 seconds, I heard pops and lightning strikes and zaps going on in the microwave. And that's when I learned that you couldn't put aluminum foil in a microwave. But the bigger lesson that I learned at that time was millions of people don't know that. And I bet you can't remember exactly when you learned that you couldn't put aluminum foil in a microwave. Now, you either learned it from somebody telling you or you learned it from experience. Now, with the internet, you can learn that by going and doing research and asking a simple question, can you put aluminum foil in a microwave? Now, I actually wrote a blog post on that exact question and answer to help people that didn't know. I'm no expert in microwaves or small home appliances, but I had learned and done the research to help other people that didn't know the answer. So number 1, first and foremost, you don't need to be an expert in whatever it is that you like to talk about. You just either have to share the journey that you're on or share the knowledge to people that don't know what you know. Number 2, create content that solves problems. Now, everybody wants to be an influencer, and I think that's a huge mistake. Influencing has a life cycle. There are times when everybody's an influencer and it's really popular and trendy. However, what's longer and more sustainable is solving problems. Kind of like going back to my first lesson, and you don't have to be an expert. There's always going to be people that are asking the same question. Like right now, there are hundreds, if not thousands of people that are asking the question, best side hustles for beginners, or how to start an online business. When you can create content that solves problems, your content is evergreen. And what that means is your content is available on the internet and helpful and has staying power. However, when you're an influencer or trying to influence people, it tends to be more cyclical. There are times when it's trendy and popular, but most times it's going to be out of favor. What I recommend that you do is simply identify problems that people have and you create content to solve those problems. And the best thing about creating content to solve problems is that there are many ways to monetize. You can monetize with partnering with the platform like the YouTube Partner Program or the TikTok Creativity Fund. You can sell affiliate products. You can sell your own digital or physical products. That's a much more successful, sustainable way to go than trying to quote unquote be an influencer. Number 3, and very, very important, you will fail. A lot of people get into trying to make money online and starting an online business because they've been sold and told that it's just an uphill 0 to 10K per month, stupid simple, stupid easy. But the reality is most people are going to fail. Most people, when they first get started, they don't have any experience in creating content. They don't have any experience in creating sales pages or funnels, and so you're going to fail. You're going to fail at creating good content. You're going to fail at attracting viewers and buyers, and so you're going to have to accept failure. You're going to have to accept failure with the mindset that you're going to improve on it so that you reduce the failure and so that you can actually start making money. But in the beginning, everybody fails. And as you get to the next level in your business or whatever it is that you're interested in, There's going to be some failures and hurdles along the way. The people that are successful didn't let the failure stop them. They just saw it as minor hurdles that they had to get over and overcome to reach their ultimate goal of success. Every person out there, I guarantee you, every person that has made any money online or has a successful business has run into 15, 20 hurdles, but they didn't let that stop them. And I'm telling you to do the same. I can't tell you the number of failures that I've experienced. Anytime that I don't get a video that has 10,000 views, that's technically a failure. Anytime someone sees my landing page and they don't opt in or buy a product, technically that's failure. I kind of look at starting an online business like being a baseball player. A baseball player, a batter, is successful about 33% of the time. So 1 out of 3 times they get a hit. And that's essentially kind of what you are as a business owner. You're going to be successful 1 out of 3 times if you're good. When you first get started, it's going to be 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10, or maybe even less. And so you have to accept the fact that you will fail. And once you accept that fact, you will be able to succeed and succeed at the highest level. Number 4, and most importantly, nobody cares about you. Now that sounds harsh, that sounds maybe insulting, but the truth of the matter is nobody cares about you. They care about the problems that you can solve for them. And so what I recommend that you do is go out there and create content that solves problems. And once you solve other people's problems, then they'll start to care about you. So what I'm basically recommending and suggesting that you do is identify questions that people are asking, create content to solve those problems, and do it consistently over a sustained period of time, and people will start to care about you. Okay, and one perfect example of this is Stephen Hawking. Nobody would say that he's the best looking, the best sounding, but he created content that was helpful, that solved problems, and he was able to build a following. Ultimately, if you can learn from these 4 things, you can be successful in your business, regardless if it's offline or online. Those 4 things should really take you where you want to go. And a bonus tip is consistency and persistence. If you can be consistent over a long period of time, 6 months, a year, 3 years, you'll be successful. In addition, persistence. Again, you're going to run into a lot of hurdles. I guarantee you, the hurdles that you're running into, hundreds of thousands of people have seen those exact same hurdles and have overcome them. Everyone's had trouble building their website. Everyone's had trouble trying to create content. The problems that you're encountering aren't unique to you. Oftentimes I see new content creators, they turn minor hurdles into roadblocks. Hurdles are designed to slow you down. Roadblocks are things that make you stop in your tracks and turn around. An example of a roadblock is using a trademark or copyrighted phrase, term, or logo. For example, you can't make Disney t-shirts. That's a roadblock. A hurdle is you can't get your website up and running. As I mentioned, hundreds of thousands of people that have built websites have run into that issue from one time or another, and they were able to overcome it. With these 4 lessons that I've learned, it had allowed me to quit my job of making $84,000 per year as a software developer. And I think that you could implement these 4 lessons into your business and take your business to the next level. Now that you know the 4 lessons that I learned, watch this video next because YouTube says it's going to help you grow your online business.